Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Lifestyle Envy Show. Come on in the room, guys. Hey. Live, right? Welcome to the Lifestyle Envy Show. You can place comments here. Live viewer comments show up on screen at this example. Oh, I see it. I ain't got it like that. Okay, there you go. Should I get that? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Lifestyle Envy Show. Um, where's it at? Hi. I was just waiting for people to come in the room. Welcome to the Lifestyle Envy Show. And we have some great topics tonight. Oh, let me post the comments. We have some great topics tonight that we will be going over. And hi, Andrea. Thanks for joining, sister. Hello, Miss Darlene Pearson. Thanks for joining as well. Welcome to the Lifestyle Envy Show. Tonight we will be discussing some great topics. Also, you all can place comments here. Talk about something. Having trouble. I'm back. We can have what was I saying? We can you can leave comments and we can discuss what your comment is and different things in that matter. So please feel free. Also, I was saying that I will place the links once I go over all the topics. I will place the link in the comments as well. You can click in. You do not have to be live. You can come on with just audio only. And come on and join the conversation and chat with me. And we will be discussing tonight. Our first topic that we will be discussing tonight will be just work with me, guys. Let's talk about academic fighting with the girls, honey. Academic is fighting with the girls. Santana, also Young Miami, and he's also fighting with Gorilla. Academic is a blogger, a podcast, whatever you want to call him as well. He's very known for being very disrespectful to the African American ladies, the rappers, etc. And Santana basically just had enough of him harassing his best friend, which is Young Miami from the City Girls. So basically, what Santana was just saying is that you get online, you go back and forth with these ladies and be disrespectful to them, Um, be disrespectful to them. Also, hey sister. Also, he was saying that just pull up. You don't have to keep being disrespectful online. Just pull up. We can handle this face to face. Academic responded to Santana this morning, and he stated that he's being very disrespectful, calling him out of his name and different things in that matter, Abachi boy, etc., telling him what he would do if he was in Jamaica and things like that. Also, he's very he had a back and forth. He was going back and forth with Megan Thee Stallion when she was experiencing what she was experiencing with Tory Lane. He had disrespected multiple of our African American young black ladies, the rappers. Him and Glorilla is going back and forth. He said some disrespectful things to him. So what your guys' comment is about academic being disrespectful to the black community and the young ladies that is in the rap game? Do you think Santana was being fair by sticking up for his best friend? Also, he stated that he told Santana, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't say nothing about it. So why should he?" He was telling him Academic, which is the blogger that harasses these young ladies, also was telling Santana his address and was telling him to pull up. So we don't condone violence here at Lifestyle Envy or bullying in any way. So I just want to make that clear as well. But yes, this is what's going on this morning. He just doesn't stop. He harassed Megan Thee Stallion so bad when she was going through that case with Tory Lane that it was just ungodly. He constantly was putting false narratives out about Megan Thee Stallion. It was really harassment to me. All this is allegedly as well. What I can say is that Megan did put a PSA out about mental health, because I'm pretty sure her mental health was challenged going through such a public uh, court battle and back and forth with Tory Lane and all the people that was, they basically had a hate campaign going on for Megan Thee Stallion, but the strong shall survive, and God is not going to put too much on your hands that you can't handle. So I had always rooted for Megan. I always believed her. And yes, academic was a big part of that harassment and that hate campaign. When Megan Thee Stallion was receiving all of the hate. Let me know. Put a one in if you can hear me good in the chat, please. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me good, please. The mysteries in the air. Also, what you guys think about academic harassing all of the female rappers? Do you think he's being a bully? Do you think Santana was right for to defending his best friend? What do you guys think? Because they say he only harassed the girls. When the boys come after him, he have nothing to say. So, oh, thank you, Audrey. You stated that you can hear me good. Okay, on to the next topic we're going to move on to. We're going to go ahead and discuss Mr. Dwight Howard. He just cannot catch a break, okay? Dwight Howard is a free agent, I believe, this season of basketball. He's an NBA player. The last I believe he was playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, and unfortunately, the backstory behind Dwight Howard was that he first of all he should have had some NDA signed. That's the first mistake that he made. Okay, by dealing with these people and not having NDA signed. Excuse me. Oh, it's kind of hot here. Um, Also, they're stating that he's now he's trying to expose other people, which I do not believe that. I believe that is a part of the bloggers. They're just putting anything out there. Since this story is such hot on the plate right now, they're putting anything out there. I don't believe he's trying to expose any other person. I honestly believe that he just wants to deal with this privately. He's that him and the young man. currently are fighting a battle in the court of law. So, he did make some statements. I see on the Breakfast Club with Shalimar and DJ Envy, and stated that, it's no one's business what he does in his bedroom. And I totally agree to that. So, I just honestly believe these other headlines that is coming is basically just, just chatter. I don't believe that he's trying to expose anyone. I honestly believe that he wished this just died down. But the only way it's going to die down if he stopped doing interviews about this. That's how it's going to die down. If he continue going around doing interviews with different people, they're going to ask him these type of questions. This is hot on the market right now. So yes, they're going to continue to question him about his sexuality and different things like that. He needs to stop doing what he's doing. Hey, niece. Hey, DT. This is my international viewer. How are you? You always welcome to call, and I'll put the link in once I go over the topics. And I'll be more than happy if you call. And I enjoyed talking with you the other day. But yes, we were just discussing Dwight Howard and how he just, he needs to stop doing interviews. The interviews that he's doing is what's getting these questions asked that he's been asked on the interview. So it's his choice. But honestly, I feel that my personal belief of this matter is that I honestly believe that it's like a burden off of his chest. I think that it's out there now. For years they've been trying to put this on him. It's out there now, and here's my thing. Just if you're going to do interviews, just own up to what you're doing. That way, people can't hold nothing over your head when you put your own narrative out there. Okay, okay. And DT said, "Well, do Auntie? Yes, Auntie. He needs to calm it down." I totally agree, DT. He definitely needs to calm it down. I think he needs to stop doing interviews. I think he just needs to focus on the game. Like the season is coming up, but I think he's a free agent, and I'm pretty sure no one's gonna probably pick him up. It's sad to say. I'm not even going to say that. I wish someone pick him up. We're going to move with positive energy for Dwight Howard. We're going to give him an encouraging word that, just take ownership of your situation, own up to what you got going on. That way, they can't put nothing out there on you if you speak about it yourself. Moving on to the next topic. What you guys said, if you have a comment about Dwight Howard and what he got going on, feel free to put it down in the comments, please, and I'll be more than happy to share with everyone. Our next topic will be Miss Kandi and Todd Tucker. Are they experiencing the reality curse of divorce, separation, or do you think they're doing this for a storyline? Um, Honestly, I think it's all for a storyline. Bravo have not sent any contracts out to the girls allegedly from the RHOA Real Housewives of Atlanta. Bravo have not put any contracts out. No one has been invited back. I think they're waiting to invite them back. I mean, I think they're waiting to go over contracts or even announce if it's going to be a reboot after BravoCon, which is coming up very, very, it's really like right around the corner. I believe in like another week or two. Um, so I believe that's why he's carrying on with them. I honestly believe that Candy and Todd is just again doing this to get a contract renewed, a storyline. I honestly believe they are very, very content with the way they're living their life. With Todd being Mr. Mom, and Candy is just such a busy booked and busy young lady, which is nothing wrong with that. But also believe that I also believe that this is a false narrative. I really do. I just don't believe it. I don't believe that they are getting separated. I think that Candy is an opportunist just as well as Todd is an opportunist. Todd have all the credentials that Candy does as far as producing, doing movies, behind the scenes. He's very talented. And I believe that's what he went to school for. So I think they are a good match. Personally, I really do. I think they are great for business. They do excellent business together. And I just honestly think this is a storyline. What do you all think? Do you think this is a false narrative, or do you think that they are experiencing the reality curse? And Niece DT said, I do want him to be picked up. It'll give him some motivation to focus on basketball. I totally agree, niece. Back to Dwight Howard. I totally do agree that DT that someone do need to pick him up. That way, he can put his mind on something else other than these allegations that is against him. So let's go on to the next DT comment. You said, "Oh yes, I do think Takarika and Candyman are doing this for a storyline." Ta- Tarika enjoys being a housewife. I definitely believe he enjoys being a housewife. That's where she met him at. He was behind the scenes, a part of the production team. And remember they went to Africa, and which was a beautiful trip. That's when Miss Phaedra, Shady Phaedra, was there. Uh, they went over to Africa, and that's when they started pursuing one another. So I honestly believe he enjoyed being the mean girl train against Nene Leakes to get her banned and chase her off the show. I believe he probably had a hand in that, as well as don't leave out Mr. Don Juan. Okay, we can't leave him out. And yeah, that's just my opinion. I honestly believe it is all for a storyline. Yes, that is just my personal opinion. And these are all allegedly. Let's also chat about this Vanity Fair article coming that's gonna come down the pipelines that about Bethany and the reality reckoning. So let me pull that up. And okay, so here's the. I'm just going to go through this briefly, and then we're going to go. We can see what type of comments you all had. DT, you said Don Juan and his man. I gotta find his Instagram again. Oh, they on there, honey. Michelle put it all out there. Go over there and check out Michelle ATL. She put it all out there, honey, about Don Juan and that man. Okay, but Don Juan, I believe Don Juan is see what people have to understand the difference between you, so you can put the information out there. A person trolling you, so you can put the information out there. Can you guys hear me? Because somebody trying to call me, and clearly they see I'm doing a video. Now, please, okay, be nice, child. I'm getting it together by myself now. Get a taste of this good cold water. Can you put a one in the chat and let me know if you still can hear me or did the call interrupt? Lord have mercy. Should have called my other phone. I gotta put this phone on do not disturb when I'm doing uh um these videos. Where was we tapping at? We can hear you. Okay. Um, oh, we were going to go ahead and talk about this Vanity Fair article that's going to come out, and they say it is juicy. Okay, it is about they are finally coming for Mr. Andy Cole, which I'm not going to say I'm happy because I'm not happy for anyone that's on the spiral of a downfall. Okay, I root for people to win, but it's about time something is done to Mr. Andy Cohen, okay? Because he totally has no respect for the girls. He uses them. He slanders them once he's done with them, and he basically have the girls blacklisted. And again, all this is allegedly. So this is what the story states. This story is a drop of poison in a large ocean. The reality reckoning is here. SAG-AFTRA has our backs. Multi-billion-dollar media and entertainment companies leaders have reached out to me to work towards the change. This is Bethany. I'm quoting Bethany. She said, and Bravo is not one of those entities. She goes on to say, this story is about Bravo, a polluted environment profiting from women's mistakes and misery and a network that abuses them nightly with games and questions designed to ruin their lives while making the master of the university rich and famous. And the master is quote quote Mr. Andy Cohen. That's who they call the master, the boss, daddy. You know what they call him. You seen the baby shower for the first young man. They goes on to say many women whose this reckoning is protects have spoken out against it and act like they know nothing about it, choosing fame and money over women rights. And they're talking about all this is allegedly. Okay, and let's just tap on to this. Remember, Nene Leakes was the first messenger for this. For Bravo unfair treatment, for discrimination, a hostile work environment. Nene is the first person came out with these allegations. Due to Nene was such a big personality, and a lot of people had such a love-hate relationship for her that it's always hard for the Black African American woman. They always label as the mad Black woman, or hard to work with, difficult to work with. This is the narrative that they put out. Once they're done with you, they tries to blacklist you. And unfortunately, Nene had to experience that. But due to this Caucasian woman coming out with the same argument, it seems like things are being heard and there are actions that's being taken. Okay. So let's just say she goes on to say many women have it says many women have the courage to support this movement silently and others publicly. They are afraid. They know what they have done and perpetrated is wrong, but the high is too strong, and the dealer keeps dealing these drugs in stronger and more dangerous doses. Okay, and they're not saying that these people are using drugs. They're just using that as a metaphor, like as an example. Okay, Shay goes on to say many women are definitely silent closer to the top of the gravy train by being obedient. Okay? Which basically what they're saying is that they're basically showering them with more money. Like, for instance, Candy Show was not renewed. OLG game was not renewed. But you see, at the probably about a month and a half to 2 months ago, they announced that they were going to renew the old lady game because they need Candy and the other girls to continue to state that they have not experienced this. Okay, but regardless of what Candy, uh, Cynthia, all the girls, okay, who literally have turned their back on Nene Leakes, okay, regardless of what their experience was, does not mean that that was not Nene's experience. And that's where people need to differentiate the difference, okay? Basically, what Nene went through, I don't believe she's lying, okay? I don't believe she's upset ex-employee. I don't believe none of that. Okay. I believe she is speaking her truth to power, and that machine is a mighty machine to fight, honey. But one thing about it, I am a firm believer in love will always win over hate, honey. You just stick to the guns, ten toes down, and the truth will prevail. I'm a firm believer in that. I honestly believe that she will be vindicated. I'm really happy that Bethany had this going because the truth of the matter is, okay, Bethany is fighting for union, for the reality talents. Okay, she's also fighting for residuals, meaning that um, um, basically with the reruns running, she's fighting for them to be able to be paid off of their likeness down the pipeline as well. Okay. Um, what else it is about? It's just about, they were saying that, Bravo, all this is allegedly, they were saying that Bravo would get the people together and deprive them of food, but steady feed them liquor and stuff, wanted them disorient and just out of their character for good footage. Okay. And it's just unhuman. It's just ungodly what they're doing to these people, and then after they done, because Nene and a few others, Vicky Governson, Nene Lees, who else did they let? Lisa Vanderpump, but she has Vanderpump Rules. But all these women were high demand. For instance, a new housewife come on, they probably making $2,000 to $3,000 to $5,000, if that, per episode. Compared to Nene Leakes, Bethany, Lisa Vanderpump. These girls are getting 100,000, 125,000 per episode. A season alone can be 25 episodes. So they're getting 2.5 million, 2 million. Candy. You know, these girls is getting paid. So what Andy did was he took the head honchos out and bringing in all new people to where he's banking all the coin. Okay, giving these girls that is literally out here disgracing themselves, okay, humiliating themselves, okay, fighting against one another, turning these women against one another. I'm talking about to where the it's becoming to they hating one another. Like they are the worst enemies of one another, especially like a Nene and Kenya. Now, the things that they said about each other, their children, all type of nasty, nasty, ungodly things. It just was not cool, you know, and that's what they're fighting about. But now I seen a blog a couple of days ago that they're stating that since there's no new contracts went out for the housewives, okay, since there's no new contracts that went out for the housewives, it seems like Candy and Kenyanum is jumping on the bandwagon and the narrative that Nene had been putting out there, that it was unfair. The African American girls are treated differently from the Caucasian housewives. So I'm trying to get on. Give me a minute. I'm coming. Okay, niece, no problem. You know, no problem. Come on, everyone. Come on. I'm here. I'm here. I'm talking tonight. I'm drinking some cold water, and I'm going to put the link in very shortly once I finish about this acne. But I can go on and on and on about the mistreatment and the unfair treatment that these women are receiving and being put. Their stories are being put out there, and they just fighting amongst one another. Not only that, they're slandering their business, like everything. Like it's just disgusting. You know, certain girls are allowed to promote their business while other girls are not allowed to promote their business. It's just not fair across the board. And something do need to be done, because if it's good for one, it's good for all. Okay, and I'm a firm believer in that. So yes, I am really happy that Bethany is making some noise. I'm also happy that Bethany is basically being a wing girl for Nene, you know, and pulling her through. I believe Bethany and Nene both are being opportunists to one another. But honey, if you can cloud chase on me, I can cloud chase on you. They both is prominent people. Their names are very heavy in the industry. And as you see, baby, Bethany is getting the job done. Okay. And I give a toast up to her. You know, I really do. I really appreciate her standing firm, because the way you stop racism and privileged people is the privileged people need to speak up on the unprivileged people, on the people that is being treated racist. This is the way you tackle different things like that. When the people stand, so you stand for something to fall for anything. So I am a firm believer in her doing what she's doing. I am truly blessed and thankful that Bethany have stood up and making shit happen. Okay. What do you guys think about it? Let me see what you guys got in the comment. Let me know what you think about it. You know, do you think it's a good thing that Bethany is working with, and she has some high power attorneys, honey, that's handling this? I know one attorney, they said um Gabrielle Union used for against NBC Universal. You know, I think who else did they say? I seen used it. But she has some high power attorneys, and I'm glad for that. What's going on with the comments? Come on now, come on now. Let's see what you people think. Come on, wake up now, guys. Wake up. Let's get the kitchen table conversation going. We got some great topics tonight. I would like to see y'all comments. I want to put them here for everyone else. Don Juan and his man, I gotta find his Instagram. I'll help you find it, DT. Don't worry. We'll do some investigating. Yeah, so that's it for our stories today. I'm going to go ahead and post a link. And if you all would like to comment, you can do so. Let me see here. Invite guests, copy, more. No, I don't see them. Let me see. Oh, yes, I do. I do. Okay, I'll go ahead and read them. Why I post the link. There's the link if anyone would like to call in. Again, you do not have to be on you do not have to be on camera. You can be audio if you choose to, call in and talk about the topics. And let me go over to some of these comments we have here. Okay, I see Mrs. Miles said, why am I not seeing them here? They're not coming on this screen. You must be watching through Facebook. Okay, you said that Mrs. Janessa Miles said, we can hear you. Janessa, don't leave out combative. I totally agree. Also, yes, it is terrible. It is definitely terrible how these people are being portrayed. The villain, like I said, look at Kenya. For instance, let's use Kenya for instance. Well, she's not one of my favorites, okay? But she's not one of my favorites because this is how they edit her to be such a villain and such like a disliked person. When in reality, this girl is a beautiful young woman, okay? Then had a beautiful daughter. She's very, very highly educated. Okay, she's a very smart African American woman. Okay, she's well spoken, and she has a resume out this world. Okay, that I want to say she was the second black, and let me make sure I get it right, honey, because she let Portia have it for labeling her wrong. So I'm going to say, was she the second black Miss USA, or which one? If I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the comments. But Kenya was Kenya they just did her so wrong on so all her most valuable time that she could have been on the show for great viewership, great content, all of that is when she was pregnant. Everybody was rooting for Kenya to have a baby. They literally took her off the show, did not show her through her whole pregnancy. They just did her so wrong. And that interview she did with Carlos King, she should have did that 3 to 4 seasons ago because she should have been spoke up and knew her worth, honey. She's a very prominent African American woman, okay, and she should have been spoke up about her worth. Now they want to speak up because there's no contract. These contracts have not been renewed, okay? Because what happens is once once the contracts usually come out after the reunion. Okay, once you go to the reunion and do what you got to do, okay, that's when you will know, are you being invited back, or will you be a housewife? Will you be a official housewife? Will you be a friend to the show, or you're just not invited back? It depends on your performance at the reunion. It has been like that since day one. Since Nene gave them the idea about starting a reunion. Okay. That was her idea. Let's just talk about that too. But yes, so look how they did Kenya, and they really did not even show her content this season at all. And I think it probably would have been good. But the thing about it is, Kenya, and this is the downside of Kenya. Okay, this is the side that I don't like. Kenya doesn't come off as a credible person. Okay, she comes off with false narratives, with false storylines, with hiring Mr. Walter, the tow truck guy, hiring the abusive young guy Matt. Okay, none of this was believable. You understand? So when she got married, everybody like, well, did she go buy this husband? Is she paying? Is he's under contract? Because this is the storyline she came on from day one with tow truck Walter. You know, it's really the truth. Right. If you don't see I totally agree, sister. If you don't see a problem with it, you are a part of the problem. And that's why we need the people to speak up, the privileged people to speak up to the bad and unfair treatment to the unprivileged people. I am a firm believer in that. I totally agree, sister. Okay. Um, yeah, so is there any more comments? Anyone would like to call in? Do you see the link there? The link is there. You can feel free to call in and And let me see here. Do we have any more comments? Call in. I want to know your opinion on the topics tonight. Again, you do not have to be on camera. You can be audio only if that's what you choose to do. Yes, yes, yes. Let me make sure the link is there. Let me put it again. Somewhere I was wrong. I enjoy one thing. Let me tell you guys. What really makes me happy, I swear. I am so appreciative of you all coming here. I don't care if it's one person, two-person, or three-person. I am so appreciative of you all coming here weekly just to hear little old me talk my mess about reality television. I am a reality. I tell everybody, always be like, have you watched this? Have you watched that? I'm like, listen, I do not watch scripted television. I am not a movie television person. I am not none of that. Turn on some reality TV, honey. I'm gonna be glued to the television. And basketball wise, it's so good this season. But what I realized that I'm going to do is, I'm going to review basketball wise on Fridays. And the reason being is that because if I wait to review basketball wise on Monday, which is today, it doesn't come on until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is basketball wise of LA from 9 to 10. And then from 10 to 11 is basketball wise of Orlando. What happens is a Monday night, 11 o'clock is really late. 10 o'clock is really cutting it. And I tried 10 o'clock tonight just to try to review the 9 o'clock basketball wise, but I think it's so stupid to review one without the other. So I'm going to go ahead and review basketball wise on Fridays. We're going to have Friday is always going to be open topics. Where I'll have a few topics that I want to talk about, and then we can do them open topics. Oh, you know what? What we did not talk about is my niece Krishan, honey. We need a Krishan and Blueface update. Let me see what they got going on. Let me find my Krishan and Blueface update, okay? We're going to go over a Krishan and Blueface update, okay? And Krishan, Krishan and Blueface been really busy this week, okay? And weekend. Well, he proposed to Jayla. I think we discussed that on Friday. I don't know because we had a long show on Friday. But oh God, not right now, please. Um, I lost my train of thought. How these people text, they call all day. Hey, please, why would I get online? That not right now. Anyway, back to Krishan and Blueface update. So Blueface proposed to Jada last week sometimes. And I just honestly believe that Blueface proposed to Jada is out of heartache. I believe Krishan is learning her worth. She's seeing Blueface for what he is. She's a 23-year-old young woman that is going through life for the world to judge her. She's her name is really like she's getting if she log in, she's getting 3,000 tops within 1 minute follow. I mean viewing her. Okay, so she's really uh internet sensation right now. Okay. But yeah, Blueface, I think that she just finally understood her worth and she's not falling for it. I think that she has a relapse. She's a young woman. She has a 2-month-old baby, if that is her child father. That is okay. We can't judge us. All of us have been in that place to where you had a relapse and deal with someone that just was not no damn good for you. Okay. But you still like, oh, I just love him. All this, all that, all this, honey. Well, I think she's getting past that. Okay. Oh, this air is so high. But yeah, what do you think about Krishan and Blueface? Do you have any comments about that, you guys? me see what we have here. She made a statement. Oh, let's talk about this as well. Let me see here. Oh God, I just went on in the uncut. The uncut is a new blog that's off the chain. It says Amon Shepherd celebrates Halloween with the new woman, honey. And here's the woman. Let me show you guys. So him and Tiana is really over with. But that's okay. This is Amon out with his new woman. So it is official. They have officially called it quits. You know, I hate to see it. I really love them for one another. And Phaedra Parks is officially a part of Married to Medicine, honey. Lord have mercy. What do y'all think about that? Yeah, but I wanted to talk about Keith's record festival being higher. Oh my God, there's so much going on while I'm going up. Look at this, honey. What y'all? Let's talk about this. The guy who's been arrested for a Tupac murder states that he confessed to being hired by Diddy for $1 million to kill Tupac Shakur. Do you guys believe that? Put a one in it. Put a one in the comments if you believe Diddy had something to do with it. Put a two in the comments if you don't believe it. Oh, I know what we supposed to talk about too. Is this guy going to Atlanta to the music festival? My girlfriend went there. I should have went and met her there, but it was so late, last minute. But this guy, he's known for honest reviews for different restaurants from state to state. He travels, him and his family, and he traveled. His name is Keith Lee. Keith Lee review, and Candy is speaking out. And I'm finna listen to what she said because we finna talk about it. Okay, let's hear what she said. As well as a lot of people from out of town. So with that being said, we don't want to overwhelm our kitchen. Oh, Candy. Hey guys, okay. What's up? It's your girl Candy, and I'm about to speak on it. No, I'm joking. I'm not about to speak on it. I really just want to say I do appreciate Keith Lee for stopping by our restaurant and trying to show us love. It is very unfortunate that we couldn't serve him and his family. We would have loved to, okay? But he's right. We don't take to-go orders on the weekends, and the simple reason is because we do love and appreciate the people who come and support our restaurant. On the weekends, we get a lot of community support, people in our city that show up for us, as well as a lot of people from out of town. So with that being said, we don't want to overwhelm our kitchen by having to, have such long times for the people who are actually at the restaurant, plus having to do to-go orders, because obviously that would make the wait times even longer. So that's the reason for that. For those of you, I saw a couple people was like, why wouldn't they take to-go orders? Hey guys, what's up? Yesterday, me and my family were at the Okay, so this is what happened. The guy Keith Lee went to he's a very, very viral. He's viral with reviews from state to state. He just pops up, him and his family. And what happens is he sits in the car because everyone knows him from online and the internet and what he does with restaurant reviews. And they say his reviews can either make or break your restaurant. Okay, this is how popular he is and viral online. Okay, so what happened was he was in Atlanta over the weekend. Him and his family, they had a music fest there this weekend. Okay, and he went by, well, he said that he was at the music fest and some employee from Old Lady Gang came up to him like, Keith, please, we've been trying to get in contact with you since we knew. Now, mind you, listen to this. The employee came up to him at the, I just want to repeat this. The employee came up to him at the music fest and said, can you please go by the Old Lady Gang? We would love to have a review from you, etc., etc. Okay. Now, they went looking for him all weekend, right? The man comes to the restaurant. This is how lame and bootleg the old lady gang is. Ma'am, and I'm talking from my own experience there. I went there, me and my older sister and my cousin and his wife went there one Sunday for brunch. I'll never forget. I was so hungry, hung over for we went to this big party at the Atlanta Convention Center, old school party. It was really nice. And the next day, me and my family went over to Old Lady Gang for brunch and different things in that matter. And I'm never going to try to slander any black small business. That's not what I stand for. I am going to always support an African American small business and do whatever I can to support or spread the word about what great customer service and things I had there. Well, unfortunately, okay, I'm about to do what I said I would not do. Okay, but here's my story and my experience there. I went there, sat at the bar. Okay, the food came. It was just, it was not even. And I couldn't even. I couldn't even. And I was so hungry, child. Okay, I couldn't even eat the food because that's how it had some type of, I don't know. I don't even know what type of taste it was. It was just I tasted. I said, "Oh no, thank you." I think I ordered a steak. Did I order steak? It was something with macaroni, cheese, and greens. I forgot what meat it was, but most likely it was a steak. It was just not. It was just the macaroni cheese was dry. The greens had a taste that I can't even explain. It was a nasty aftertaste to me. I didn't even eat the food. I ended up sitting there having a few drinks, and we went on about our meal. But I went out to lava I think it was, to a day party, and I ended up eating there. But make a long story short, if I did not have the best experience there, the food I did not like it, and there are so many people that I hear with all these bad reviews about Candy, and then especially after she had to show the old lady gang and show all of how the kitchen sewer and different things was backed up. It was just, oh God. I just couldn't believe that they were even putting this on national television. I said, what is going on over there? I had no understanding of that. Like, why would you even show this? But I guess the master told them they gotta put something up there. Allegedly, all this is my opinion, But yes, and so this guy went there, right? After they hounded him down at the music festival, he goes to Old Lady Gang, him and his family. Now what he does is he goes to Old Lady no, Gang, honey. Him and his family. Let me turn this down. I'm sorry. What happened is he don't go in. Okay, he sends his family in first. So he sends his mother, wife, or whoever in to make reservations to see if they can be seated at a table and have dinner there. Well, they tells them that it is 1 hour and a half, an hour to an hour and a half wait. Okay, this is what they told the parents and the wife, that it was 1 hour or 1 hour and a half wait that they would have to wait for. So Keith Lee gets out the car and he goes in there. And in the midst of him going in there, like I said, he's such a viral person with his reviews and different things like that, that there were people there that knew him, fans, basically. Taking pictures. Can we take pictures with you? They how much they love him, etc., etc. Okay. Now the hostess, realized and recognized who he is. By the time he finished taking pictures with the fans, which was about 1 to 2 to 3 minutes, he said the hostess come to him and said, "We can get you seated in 5 minutes. We're getting the table ready for you now." And he said to them, and all of this is recorded. He have it recorded. It's on the Uncut, the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk. It's on every blog to pick this up. Okay, I'm going to post it as well. I'll screenshot it. I mean, screen save and post it as well. But what happened is, once they recognized who he was, he said, "No, thank you." my mom, my wife, etc. just came in here, tried to get us a table, and y'all told them an hour and a half. What is the difference between them and me? He said he don't want no special privilege. He don't want no free nothing. He don't want no special privilege. He'll pay for his food, and he wants to be treated as they treat others. And what was the difference with them sitting him within 5 minutes and telling his family that they had to wait an hour to an hour and a half? He said no, thank you, and he left and went somewhere else to have dinner. That was his review. An excellent review he gave, a real authentic review. Okay, and that's what Kandi is trying. She's doing a PR stunt, a cleanup. She's trying to clean up what her people did. But here's my thing. See, this is prime example. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You understand what I'm saying? If you doing everything like you supposed to do, there's no need of, and I say this even at my own job. You know, when the big boss come back there, everybody like, oh, get it together. The big boss, if you're doing your job, you wouldn't have to get ready because you already ready. Okay, and this is a prime example. Okay, this is a prime example that you should always do what's right at your place of employment. Okay, because you don't know who coming through the door. Who come at these days, the bosses is coming in are done up like they're a totally different person, and these are the owners of the business. Just to see if the employees is doing the right thing. This right here should be. This is when they say you take a life lesson and you learn from it and apply it so you don't make the same mistake twice. Okay, that is a prime example of that. And the reason why I say that, because I'm a firm believer in that. I am the type of person that, and people probably don't believe this, but I am the type of person that if I experience something in life and I know that it's not right, I try my hardest to not repeat it and do it again. It doesn't matter, learning the lesson if you're not going to apply it and don't repeat the same mistake. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer in life is a learning lesson and it's always a teachable moment. And you should always be up to be taught. Okay. You can never know too much. Okay. So that right there, you take that and that's why Kandi is sitting here doing cleanup because she know that them people been out there looking for this man all weekend. And you mean to tell me, girl, listen, that's one weekend you should have did what you don't usually do because you know there is a possibility of this man coming into your establishment. Okay? It really is. Like, it really is. And you gotta understand. You gotta understand when it comes to business because a review. I am a business owner, okay, and a review will destroy your business. A bad review will literally destroy your business. Okay, sister. Yes, I'm getting a hey, hey, hey. Okay, I got my people here. There's Swanson. Thank you. You put a 2 in. Okay, and my niecey Pooh Lucy. Hey, crazy but said he still her crazy butt said he still is laying up with her after he got engaged. Yes, girl. Oh, you talk about niece Krishan. Lord have mercy. Krishan, we gonna pray for her. We gonna pray for her niece and we gonna send her some healing energy. Oh my God, it looks like we're up to 15 people. Come on in the room, baby. Come on in the room. That's my good old testimony. One of my favorite church songs, baby. Mama Glenn used to sing it down there at St. Paul. Come on in the room. That's my jam. I was finna say something else, but it doesn't go with a godly song. But yes, Shatara, I totally agree. I talked about our niece Kashan, and what I said was that I just believe she's in her learning stage. She's getting over him. She made a statement today, but I don't even want to quote it yet. I'm gonna quote her on Friday because I want to see how it is through the week with her. But she said no to him. He came by yesterday and she truly told him no. She stood up and was like, I gotta put a stop to this. This man does not respect my child. He does not respect me. He's just here for one thing. And she said he needs to go find another girl, but I ain't gonna say all that because it's too explicit. And Janessa Miles says so true. sister, I'm a firm believer in you take your life lesson, what you learn, and you apply it to your daily life. That's what life is about. It's a learning lesson. As we go, you always should be willing to learn. You should never be able to be a know-it-all. I do not agree to that. Also, me too. I definitely agree. And you say you better talk that talk, sister. That's right. Y'all be thinking my sisters always think because I always been a hard head that made a soft ass. That was one of my grandmother's favorite sayings. But the thing about it is that my sisters tell me things that they probably don't even think that it always what they say to me, honey, I take it to heart and I listen to what they say, especially my older sister Andrea and my baby sister Janessa. They're my two people that they are very openly with their opinions and what they think you should apply to your life. And I take it. I listen to y'all. You know, y'all believe I don't, but I really do. And one thing that my older sister said to me is that, and she said this to me a few years ago, and I truly do. I truly do live by this now, and I apply it to my daily living. She said to me, "What people does for you does not mean that what people do for you, what you do for others. You cannot expect them to do it back. You know." And she also said to me that, like you can't let a person get to think that they saying to you and getting the best of you. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Everything does not need a reaction. Basically, is what she said to me. You do not, and I agree to that. I probably don't say it to them, but I listen to my sisters. I really do because I really take pride in what they do and say I really look up to them. They are prominent women. They are go getters, and I love them. I brag different about my sisters. That everybody knows that. But okay, moving along because I could go on and on and on. But yes, Krishan, Candy, all of these people, listen, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, honey. That's what I'm going to leave on that old lady gang thing. They went around looking for this boy all weekend. This young man, I'm sorry for calling him a boy. This young man, they went around looking for him even out at the outing at the music fest. He said they came up to him. His name is Keith Lee. If you all want to look him up on IG, his name is Keith Lee, and what happened is he said at the music fest that an old lady gang employee came up to him. That's why I don't understand. Like, how did you fumble this then? If you know your employee went out here and he said that they was like, we have been inboxing you all weekend since we seen you in Atlanta to come by the old lady gang. So if y'all doing all this and when they do come, y'all ain't ready, girl. What is it? What is it? Come on now. I see we might got a caller here. Let me see, guys. Okay, okay. Come on. Come on. These join the crowd. Hey.
Hi,
Hello.
Auntie. Hi, everybody in the chat. How are
Hey. Can
we?
you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. It's,
How you doing tonight? Are you enjoying the show?
I am actually. I just got back in. My cousin's celebrating her birthday today, so we just had a birthday lunch for her.
Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday to your cousin. I love you too, sister. Yes, I do. So hey, would you like to talk about the topics? What you want to talk about today, Nisi Pooh?
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I agree. I think Dwight Howard just needs to, lay it off with the amount with the interviews, so and being
I
asked
don't
about
mean
those
to interrupt you,
questions.
but can you tell all the viewers where you're calling from?
Oh yes. Hello everybody. I am calling from New Zealand.
Okay. And thank you. I love when you say that because I am so happy that we have an international viewer. Okay. I'm excited about that. So tell me more. So what you think you're talking about the Dwight Howard? Dwight Howard, I just feel so bad for him because I feel like the internet forced him to come out. They have
Yeah,
been
I do
trying to
too.
get this man exposed for so many years, and I just feel bad for him. I really feel bad for him, but I honestly feel like he was so messy that, like picking guys up on IG and different things like that. I just really did not understand that he did not have any NDAs. Like it really is crazy. And he's picking randoms up. Okay, these are randoms.
Exactly. Exactly. And when gay random femmes talk, they talk.
Yes, and how much clout chasing is right now, he should never been that. He should never been that messy. Like everybody is on clout chasing
Yeah,
right now. That
exactly.
is just a part of the universe right now. Is clout chasing. Like it's at the top of the list. Okay,
Hmm.
so girl, I'm like, are you kidding me, Dwight? Like he really fumbled. He really fumbled that. You know.
He did.
And you can't be that
He
high
did.
up.
And I
This is a
think,
multi-million. This man owns one thing, and let's talk something good about him too, because I really love. He owns 700 acres. Do you understand me? Okay,
oh, 700
700
acres.
acres, niece.
I
He's
like
really,
700
he's
acres.
really like he's really a good businessman, but he doesn't have much sense with his personal life because he really let these people run it. And
Yeah.
I mean, do you know how long Roy's been trying to expose him from basketball wives back in the day? He put a gag order against her that she cannot speak about him on the show, and that's what I believe she was trying to expose when he put that gag order on her. Is that is that
Yeah.
is that that she was finna expose what it really was about him. Because remember, Royce was a dancer for. I think he was playing for the Miami Heat. Is that an NBA team? I don't know. I'm not. I don't know too much about basketball and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, I
like
think
that.
it's them. Miami, yeah, me
Okay, I
neither.
think he was playing for Miami Heat then, and Royce was a dancer, a cheerleader. And she done swung at with a basketball player, got pregnant. She done score for the 18 years of child support. You know what the girls aim for allegedly. Okay, for that.
Yes.
Anyway, she got went ahead and got pregnant by him, and he just well, I'm not gonna say he disowned the child, but he disowned Roy so bad but he did her so bad on basketball wise, it was ridiculous. And then you remember that they were saying allegations of
Yeah.
this son that he has by Royce. All this is allegedly that he were doing some things that was ungodly with other children, and they trying to put that on Dwight Howard with the kids seeing
Yeah.
things that he shouldn't see and different. The internet, honey, don't give you a chance to breathe. When they get on to
Exactly.
you and get a story onto
They
you, it's
get
over.
exactly. They're really onto your case. And I think for him he should have had NDAs, but I also think he should have been a bit more cautious about who because from the looks of things, he chose some pretty loudmouths. I hate to say it.
He
Some people
chose someone.
who
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
some people who were known to be loudmouths just
Yeah, that's
by
what I say. That's not a part of the culture. Like when I was coming up as a African American gay man, honey, telling on some exposed to somebody was not, it was like a death trap. Okay, like it was not the thing to do. This new era, I say it all the time, and I never want to be disrespectful to our community or anything like that. I'm just an old school gay, and when it
mm-hmm,
comes to different things like that, I just always believe in what you do in your bedroom is your personal bed. I have never been the type of
exactly,
person to
exactly,
speak
and I
about
agree with
things
that.
like that. To know, me and my girlfriends don't even have these type of conversations. But yeah, he was well. Really, honey, listen, he had a butch queen, and we explained this on our other show. A butch queen is as myself, a man
Yes,
dressed in. I mean, not a butch queen, a cross dresser, which is a
yes,
person like myself, a man that dresses in women clothes. And then a butch queen
mm-hmm,
is a feminine gay man, still wear men uh, attire, but is gay like me, basically.
mm-hmm,
So he had two of the messiest things. And I understand the Bush Queen, though. This is what I'm trying to say, and I explained this to people, is that I really understand the Bush Queen was not attracted to the crossdresser. That's not how it usually be. They're here to entertain you, but he wanted it to be all of them participating, and the Bush Queen was not going for that. Like, so that's why
exactly,
he felt like he was
exactly,
sexual assaulted. This is where the charges come from because at the Bush Queen is trying to state like he was forced to perform these individuals. Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah,
And yeah, and I also feel for the Butch Queen as well because he would have thought, oh yeah, this is just for me and me only, and then he comes in, he has
right.
to go perform it with another one, and then
He
in
felt
a
he
three
probably hit the.
way.
He thought he hit the jackpot niece with an NBA player. You know. He was like,
Exactly,
"Yes, honey." Okay, and
exactly,
clearly he ain't paying no hush money because if he was paying hush money, it wouldn't been out there. You see what I'm saying?
exactly. That's enough. Yep. And for us on our side of the world, it's the rugby boys.
Pardon me. I'm sorry. You can if you can speak up a little bit, niece.
Oh, sorry about that. No, I was just going to say, for us in our part of the world, it's rugby boys, the boys
Right.
that play rugby.
I agree. I
They
totally
engage
agree.
with us.
Listen,
They,
honey. One thing about it, they thought they hit the jackpot with the White Howard, but the White Howard baby is fighting. Anytime he didn't came out through the courts, honey, he's fighting the Butch Queen. He like, I'm not gonna give you nothing. That's what I'm taking of it. What you taking of it?
yeah, I don't know how this case is going to go. To be honest, I just don't know. I want to see how it pans out, plays out, what evidence they have, everything else in between. I do
Well, it
feel
looks
sorry for
like
the
there's
judge that
going to
will
be a
eventually
lot of
have to.
evidence. That's why he's getting ahead of the story. If you notice, that's what I think.
Yeah,
It looks like he's
I've
trying to
noticed
get
that
ahead of the
too.
story. Andrea says she agreed. It looks like he's trying to get ahead of the story, and that's what I'm telling you. See, when you put your own shit out there, can't nobody throw nothing in your face. You see what I'm saying? You take
Exactly.
ownership to what you got going on. You put it out there because when you are a public figure like that, it's going to come out like the thing. What I always
Yep.
say to people, the court of law. You cannot go in the court of law with he say, she say. In the court of law, you have to
Exactly.
present facts. Okay? You have to present facts. There's no, this person told me this, such and such said this, such and such said that is not how the court of law works. The court of law works
Exactly.
truth to power, honey. Okay? So this
Hmm.
is why I believe the White Howard out here doing these interviews because it looks like he really is trying to fight this because it looks like he's trying to prove the Butch Queen wrong. But by he doing that, he's
Yep.
exposing all of his business. That's why I said I feel like he wanted to be out there, you know?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think so too. I think by what it's looking, having all these interviews and they're all asking the same exact questions, and he's perfectly happy answering them. I think he just wants it all out there. I think he just wants it all. He wants the whole world to know, basically. And it's like, okay, cool, but can you go back to what you were doing before and just focus on your basketball? That's why. That's where you get your money from,
Mm-hmm.
per se.
Right. I think so as well. Andrea said she's totally agreeing with us. Andrea Williams, she's agreeing with us, and she think that he is definitely. I think that some people, being gay. Let me tell you something, and because I don't want this to be like the gay platform. You understand? What I'm saying
Hmm.
because I'm not ashamed of who I am or where I come from, but people are very judgmental. Okay, and I'm trying to make this a
Yes.
platform for everyone. You understand? What I'm saying so. I don't want people to feel like every time I come over to the platform, all we doing is talk about gays because there is a lot of homophobic people in the world. Okay, and I'm just keeping it
They
real. You
are.
understand? I
There's
said I am always going to keep it real. Okay, there's a lot of people. I am a gay man up in my 40s. Okay, that I have dealt with hate discrimination for so long to my whole life that I feel like this is the norm. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying in this new age of gays and how they operate. And I'm not saying Nisi Poo, but I'm saying this new age of gays. I'm not being disrespectful, am I? Hello?
no, you're not. It's my generation. It is my generation, but it's a common trait among my generation of the LGBT community. It's like we want to
Right, because I
expose
don't want to
because we
come
want
off
to one up on
disrespectful at
everybody.
all. I don't want to be disrespecting the community, but
No,
I'm just like a really laid back gay. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I'm out there. I am very flamboyant, and I am who I am. But honestly, I'm a very private person when it comes to my lifestyle, because I have been judged my whole entire life. You
Exactly.
understand? Like, and it's not that I don't want to be with my significant other out and happy and different things like that. It's just the judgment can be so brutal that why put yourself through it? You know what I'm
It
saying?
can be.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Exactly.
it's not that I care about what
I
people think
agree.
about me. It's just that it's a mental thing. Like it's mentally draining and different things in that matter. So, like I was saying, like I honestly feel like the way Dwight is operating, it looks like he wanted out there. It looks like he's ready to live and walk in his truth. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing
Exactly.
wrong with that. But you have to allow a man to be ready for that. Because enough a man will not be ready for that if you don't have that first. Because you will jump into a situation you jump into Lord have mercy. Is they blocking me, child? Am I talking too much? Didn't I tell you, niece, they so brutal, baby. They might be reporting my video.
I
Is you there?
mean,
Can y'all
it's,
hear me?
I mean, we can hear you, but like your I don't know if it's my screen or anything, but like it's your screen's frozen.
Hello?
Yes,
You can hear me? You are going in and out. Oh my goodness.
like we can hear you. Yeah,
Okay, well
you keep
I'm
going in
here.
and
I'm
out. I
I'm still
agree.
here. I'm still here, and I was just saying that the world can be so hateful and so mean and different things like that, and it is so easy to be mean, and it's so hard to be loving and caring to people, and people need to understand hate will always win over. I mean, love will always win over hate. I don't care who is putting it out there, who's trying to do it. If you believe and you move with a good intent in your heart, you have a pure heart, and you love, just keep being who you are. Just keep being who you are, and wean that other mess away from you.
Exactly, I agree. And for me, I keep my life private as well because
Hmm.
it's not because like you mentioned about people not judge about people judging you. It's just because it's a personal choice.
Right.
I don't want my whole life out there. I like there's some forms of privacy that I want to be that I want to have autonomy over, and that's my privacy and my life choices and who I deal with, and only certain people should know about that, not
You
the
better
whole
say
world.
it. I totally
But yeah,
agree.
yeah, and maybe this is his way. Maybe this is Dwight's way of dealing with things. He just wants the
Right.
whole world to know about it, and kudos to him. Kudos to him because he wants to live in who he is, and by all means, go ahead. Just make sure you have NDA agreements at the ready to
That's right. When
sign
you're dealing with
sign for
low
the
budget.
queens and the girls.
When you're dealing with, listen, honey, when the girls is not used to it, they do anything for it. You understand what I'm saying
especially
to you? Okay,
exactly,
when you
especially with
used to it, honey, you're gonna respect because I would have looked at him as a come up, honey. Like this man is a multi-millionaire. Okay. There's no way that
hmm
I would have went out there and exposed anything about, and I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm just talking the truth and the facts that what I would have done. Okay. I would have
exactly.
politely sat there, baby, with my legs crossed, with my cold ass thigh highs on, baby, and been the coldest bitch he ever met. You hear me? Okay. And would have kept that secret for all of his days, baby. Long as he is producing them blue faces, baby, I'ma shut the fuck up. Okay. They they
Must,
they fumbled
yeah,
that bag. That is a bag that they fumbled trying to clay shop. I'm telling you, clout chasing is such a disease. It's worse than the good stuff out there, honey. It's worse
exactly.
than it. These people is on this clout chasing so bad. It is ridiculous. Okay. I was watching a girls trip today, and
Yeah,
I shouldn't be saying I was watching Bravo, but oh God, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I had Bravo on all day today watching the girls trip with Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey and all of them. Child, when I tell you, um, I done lost my train of thought. Oh God,
what
yeah,
I was
but
going to add. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead,
No, what
niece,
I was
talk,
going.
talk.
Oh, sorry. what I was going to add was that it's a common trait of my generation of the LGBT community is, we love to talk about, who we hooked up with and who,
Mhm.
put his where down our whats, and let the whole world know that the band that we were with was bigger than the band that I was with last week, because it's, I don't know why, but we just love talking about it. Like it's like, just a common topic over a cup of tea. But it's just, but at the same time, it's just like, if you've got someone like Dwight as your, man to pleasure, I wouldn't be
That's
telling
right.
the whole
Your
world.
trade.
That'd be
Well,
my,
here in the United States, they call them trade. That was they trade. Do y'all call it over there trade? The guys trade.
oh no, we call him D-Lo.
You call it what?
D-Lo on the down
D-Lo.
low.
Yeah, we call it boys trade, girl.
Yes. But yes, I wouldn't be exposing him. He'd be my secret and my secret only.
Right. He
Nobody
got
shall
too
know
much
of it. I'll
money to
just,
be exposing them, to put them out there.
and also,
But you shouldn't
exactly,
expose
and
them.
exactly, and also, you have to think of his well-being, not just,
That's
not
right.
just your
His
well-being, but also
profession.
his well-being,
He's in the
his
locker room with
profession.
multiple men. And I'm pretty sure it is an
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable situation now, since this is out here, that I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
the boys is looking at him like, because listen, I say this, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but Lacey Pooh,
No,
when
you're
I
all
say
good.
stuff, I be needing to say it. But here's my thing. I say this all the time is that being gay is such, people bully you and harass you and disrespect you just for being a person don't even know you, okay? Just for me walking in here, baby, with my bang swinging, with my thigh highs on, with my fur on, with my lipstick on, all of that. I am being judged from day one. A person don't even know who I am just because of what I look like, my outer appearance. They have no respect for me. They're going to be disrespectful to me and all of that, which is so
Exactly.
totally unacceptable. Okay, because
Exactly.
we would talk about this the other night. There are some gays that lives with morals, with dignity, have class, etc. You understand? And I am one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have zero tolerance for disrespect, which I am, but that is something I'm working on with my therapist, because I have two therapists that I see, because it is just that serious, okay?
Exactly.
That it is the harassment and the bullying and the discrimination and the everything. It's just so, it is mentally bothering. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have never been open the way that I speak on this platform. I have never spoke like this to no one, because I feel like people take your pain and use it against you. You understand what I'm saying?
They
When you be
do.
vulnerable and speak to people and tell them what it really is, they use it against you as you are weak. You can't handle yourself, this and this, and it's not that. The truth of the matter is, when is it going to stop? Okay. When is the harassment and the discrimination going to stop, because a person is living in their authenticity and being true to who they are? Okay. And
Exactly.
that's
And
just the
it's
truth of the matter. It is, no one wants to be harassed. A gay person, and I am one, and the only reason I don't want to make this about me, but we're having a real conversation. You understand what I'm saying? We're having a
exactly.
real conversation, and the truth of the matter is, nobody comes into the world and say that I want to be gay, because gays is not treated respectfully at all. From hip high to adulthood, honey, you are harassed your whole entire life. From grammar school
Exactly.
to middle school to high school. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to be harassed and discriminated on from place of
Yep.
employment, from all of that. These jobs will state that there's zero tolerance for it. It is 100% tolerance for it. It is accepted. It is accepted, because the same way higher leadership thinks, it's the same way a regular Joe it thinks as well. Okay,
Exactly.
homophobic and harassing and discrimination, and that is going to be when I am going to create a platform one day for the for my community to have a safe place to be able to speak their truth to power, honey. because this shit is real. When I tell you it is real, it is emotional, it is a mental draining. Like you have to be
Mm-hmm.
strong to walk in a gay man's shoes, and don't be black, honey, because it's double against you. Okay. And that's
Exactly.
just really
And
the truth of the matter. And some people you really cannot talk to about this. Like some people really just because the people that you think love and support you think just like the goddamn discriminator and the abuser and the hater,
yep,
okay, and the
yep,
homophobic person. Like
yep,
it's just
because
true. Like you really got to take that shit in, and you got to put an H on your chest and handle it. Like literally.
exactly.
And that's just
Because
the
you're
truth
not
of the matter. It is so hard, and it is so hard to do. I had so many girlfriends that I grew up with, that I dealt with, that I honestly thought was my friends. Was such they were so cutthroat. They was worse than the enemy in the street, baby. Okay, it took a long time for
yep,
me to see that. But you know what pandemic did? Pandemic put you in a state of mind that you in survival mode, honey. You're going to sit
mm-hmm,
here alone. You're going to face your demons. You're going to face your truth, honey. Okay?
exactly,
And go
exactly.
ahead and
Because
speak. Go ahead and speak, niece, because I get very personal when it comes to things like
yeah,
that because that's just my life experience. But go ahead,
ex-
niece, and speak and tell me what you think, how you feel, and what's going on with you.
yeah. Sorry, Auntie, but no, sorry, I keep butting in, but I just wanted to say because you're not just experiencing it from just people in the public sphere, you're also experiencing it from family and friends, and you're
Yes.
experiencing it, and it hurts really hard when you experience it from family and friends
You
because
better
these
say
are the
that.
people you thought that you trusted your life with and you love with all your heart, but they're the same people that will say "I love you" and then will cut you because you are not walking in the way that they want you to walk.
Cut you to
And
the
it's
white meat. You better say it, niece.
and
Go ahead.
that's the saddest part. It's like you want to live who in the way and in the veil of who you want to live in, but then you can't do that when you've got not only just members of the public and your own work colleagues and even your own bosses judging you, but also your own family. And that's
Hmm.
sort of something that, and like you had said, from the moment you come out of the womb to even the day you grow up to be an adult, you experience it everywhere. And
Yes.
that's
Yes.
sort of why a lot of us when we have partners or means we end up being very secretive with the men that we are with or the partners that we are with
Right.
because we know how it feels to be judged publicly for even just holding your partner's hand.
Right. You don't want them to experience the hate that you have experienced for so very long.
Exactly. And I think that was why, and if I was in that other person's shoes with the Dwight Howard situation, I would have kept my mouth shut because
Hmm.
I have to think about not just his well being, but my well being as well.
That's right.
Not only how will that look on him career professional wise, but how will that look on me as a person?
That's right. And how would it what the individual did was it broke his trust from Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? He probably felt like, and it's not that you should. It's not that because people don't understand the life. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's
Exactly.
not that you trying to hold the secret or be sneaky or anything like that. It is just for the safety of yourself and the person you're dealing with because people can be
Yeah,
so hateful and so disrespectful and sometimes people will kill. Like this is what I'm telling you. The hate and the homophobic is so strong that people will really kill you behind this. You understand me?
exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
And these are more
Exactly.
conversations that need to be held because at the end of the day, when a supposedly heterosexual man is trying to walk in their truth, and this person is going to discriminate against them, this person is going to discriminate against you. This is why the men don't come out. This is
Yeah,
exactly why they
exactly.
don't come out because it's not a safe place. It's not safe for them.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know.
Especially sports players because the sports world is a very toxic world.
Hmm. That's what I was saying to you, niece, is that basically when that's what I'm saying. I know what I lost my train of thought about is that this man is an NBA player. So all this have literally broke the internet for the last couple of weeks. Okay, so just imagine what he's going through if someone do pick him up, and imagine what the locker rooms would be like of him. The man would be
Exactly.
like, "Oh, I don't want him around me. I don't." You know what I'm saying? Like, da, 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 just because this man is being his authentic self. Okay,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
this is when the hate and the discrimination finna start. And that's just the truth of the
Mm-hmm.
matter. That is just the truth of the matter. That's it. It's all about simple having these conversations, okay, which is needed to be had because every person has a gay person in their family, believe it or not. Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
It's just true. It's just these are the things that's going on with life. And like I said, I don't want to make this platform about being gay because I do have a co-host that is heterosexual, but this is just my life experience like that I need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But
It is what it is.
you better speak, niece. And I love when you call it because you know why? It just shows me that getting on here and having these conversations is so worth it. We can have some kitchen table gossip and some hot topic gossip, but there is some real things going on in the world as well, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you for that. And yeah,
What
and that,
did
I
you
think
think
that's
about
what.
the what did you think about I know you Nene Nation, right? So what did you
Yes.
think about OLG and the blogger reviewer? Keith Lee, his name is Keith Lee. You see, Candy that put out a statement. Candy, she ain't put out no statement, honey. She put out a video statement and showed her face, and her hair looks cute.
I'm sorry, I just had to react like that. Because this is the thing. This is what we've been telling people about the OLG.
Yes,
There's nothing wrong with, Candyman having multiple businesses and having multiple streams of income because that's what we like to see. We like to see successful black women doing their things, getting their
you better
money,
say it.
getting what is due to them.
That's right.
But it's about quality over quantity.
That's right.
Quality over quantity. And the
Hmm.
problem with the restaurant is, as we've mentioned multiple times, it is great when there's an influencer and Candyman's there and she's got the reins and everything else in between. It's a beautiful restaurant. But the moment she leaves, and we've seen video evidence of this, it's the complete opposite.
Right. They're
And
not ready.
so
They're not ready.
they're not ready.
There's no way that a woman with her stature and her position in life that she has this bootleg ass hood ass restaurant. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like these are not, and like I said, I don't never want to shoot down another African American small business. Okay, that's never my
No,
goal. Okay, my goal is never. But the truth is the truth, and somebody gotta say it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
The truth is the truth. Okay, and somebody has to say it. And my point of saying this is that, girl, like, are you kidding me? I just can't believe, niece, that they just sent somebody to hunt Keith Lee down at the music festival. This is what the man say in his video entry. Okay, his video review of the restaurant. He says that they been inboxing me and located me at the music festival. These are his words that I'm quoting. Okay, and he also states that they went over there and followed up with the people been requesting, and they still wasn't ready. Like, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Are you there, Nick?
Exactly. Yeah, I am. I am. I'm trying to find the video. But like it's
Find the video, niece, because I'm telling you, girl, listen, honey. Keith, a nice, well-spoken man, and this is what he's not. This is my first time hearing of him. Is with this candy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he reviewed a couple restaurants and Cardi B, this I seen it on Cardi B this morning. Cardi B
yeah,
doubled back and said that Keith Lee is not lying. She said this is the experience. She said the restaurants in Atlanta, they don't want the money. That's what she said. They're always saying they don't do take out, DoorDash, their clothes, etc., etc. Okay.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, girl, these people ain't ready. Atlanta, baby, listen, honey. Okay. I asked you, niece, have you been to the States yet? Because I told you when you come to the States, we're going to have a good time, okay? Because that's what I'm about, having a good time. We talked about that.
Yes.
We talked about that Friday. Because did you know, niece, we was on Friday for 3.5 hours?
Yes.
I enjoyed talking to you, niece. I enjoyed talking to you. But we were on Friday for 3.5 hours. Okay, when I got up, oh my God, I said, Lord have mercy. I was drinking that cold water on the rocks. Okay. And we had a good old time, a good old Kiki Friday, and I
We
really
did.
enjoyed that.
We did. And I enjoyed it too. But no,
I do,
I
I do,
agree.
and I am so glad that Michelle ATLE was able to connect all of us, because the squad loves one another, and I just feel like the squad should have had an official meet up at the Lenithia Line. I don't know why it didn't happen, but it should have happened.
Yeah,
You
it should
know,
have. And but people are busy and we've all got individual lives and individual things happening in our lives. So, I
right.
think, hopefully one day we'll all meet. But
But
no,
what
it's
happened is, niece, is that here's my thing. What happened is that when you with the way the squad, listen, Michelle has such a following, and the squad is such, like, the squad is really a family. You understand what I'm saying? Let
yeah,
me tell you something. I went home for a funeral, right?
yeah,
I'm from upstate New York. I went home for a funeral. And this woman said to me, I could not believe, like, this lady said to me, which is a family member. I'm saying this lady because I don't want to speak their name on here, but
yeah.
she said to me, she's a family member. She said to me, yeah, I seen you on Michelle. And oh, I just enjoyed you. And I said, you seen me on Michelle. I just be so amazed at people that be on the blogs and on the YouTube and watching and stuff like that. I never expected that from her. That's why I say, honey, this is such a guilty pleasure of YouTube and reality television that people would never understand. And that's why I'm
Exactly.
glad to join this, because niece, I can talk for hours after hours after hours after hours about our Nene, because Nene Nation, baby, don't play no games. And
We
have you
don't.
seen my people, my I ain't even gonna say that. But anyway, Tamar Braxton was in town in Atlanta over the weekend, honey, and everybody was out playing. Nene and her man was there. Well, Nene and
Yes.
her friend with benefits, we gonna call him, right? We gonna call him her friend with benefits.
Yes, we will. Yes, we
So Nene
will.
and her friend with benefits, and they said they was out. They turned out for Tamar and had a good time.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, so many places are understaffed after COVID. I agree. No, you know
Yes,
what?
definitely, Janessa. Definitely.
Yes, Janessa. Let me respond to this and tell Miss Janessa, honey. Unfortunately, so many places are understaffed after COVID. What happened was is that, and that's the excuse they're trying to find for Miss Candy, because the girls love Candy, honey. But here's my thing. What COVID did was COVID showed people how to survive. You had to go into survival mode. So what COVID did was birth so many entrepreneurs that people feel like, I'm not going to go over here and work and make this person millions when I can do this for myself. Because that's what COVID did to people. Okay. COVID made you go into survival mode. Okay. COVID made you be able to match out, because if you was a independent self-employed person as myself, I have been self-employed since 2015 up to COVID. Okay. So if you was an independent self-employed person by myself, when COVID came, and excuse me, when they said, when President Trump, how y'all like that? President Trump. But anyway, when they said President Trump said that shit was closed down, you had to stop your business. If you go, you would be da 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 da. You would be fine. Da da da. Like, COVID really shut shit down. COVID shut the whole entire world down. Okay. So with that being said, is that people was rebirthed into survival mode, into becoming a business owner, an entrepreneur, and I feel which is a good thing. I feel like COVID was really, I tip my hat off and send hugs and love to anyone who lost a family member, anyone through the COVID situation, because COVID was devastating. Okay, but COVID also was the rebirth of young black entrepreneurs. Okay, this is when I should have created Lifestyle Envy. It should have been created through COVID because it'd be 10 steps ahead of what it is now. Okay. COVID was the moment that I should have did that. What do you think, Omnis, that you got out of COVID?
Well, for me, it was because with New Zealand, our government closed the borders the
Oh, they
moment
closed the
we had
borders. Tell
like.
me about your experience and how was your country? What did y'all go through? Please tell me and
So
share.
will do. So a lot of people would know our country closed um the borders immediately after the first case. We
Okay.
closed the borders to every nation, and but we only had New Zealanders coming home. So that meant that these New Zealanders had to come home and they had to isolate for 2 weeks, and then they were allowed to go outside. But then the moment we had the first community case, that was when we went straight into lockdown. So our lockdown actually had 4 levels. So level one was everything's normal. Level two was a bit of COVID restrictions, but still everything normal. Level three was majority of COVID restrictions in place, but still certain things were allowed to be open. And then level four was everything locked down. No schools were to open, businesses were to be shut, and and public parks and everything. The only places that were allowed to open were supermarkets, shops, and all those places that had essential services like hospitals and everything. And as a result, I think after like the first few community cases, we went into like immediate lockdown. So we were actually working from home for the majority of 2020 to 2021. So
Mm.
because I was teaching in a tertiary institution, I was considered an essential worker. So I still got paid during the lockdown in comparison to others who didn't get paid, but what they got instead was companies had to apply for a compensation, um, for compensation, which the government had given. So like the government had, you had to like tell the government how much money you needed to pay for your workers, and then the government will give you that money so that you could spread it out to all your different workers. And so the only ones that didn't have that was hospitals and um, supermarkets and all that, because we were still working during the pandemic, and even
Mm-hmm.
everything had to be socially distanced. Masks were required everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
um, Out, if you were going outside to another, you weren't allowed to go to another person's house. You had to be at like the front gate or something like that, so that way you could still talk to them, but you weren't allowed to go near their house in case you were carrying COVID. And if you caught COVID, um, you had to isolate in your room for 10 days, and then you were given free cleaning equipment and free masks and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, you also got your pay still. So you were still considered, there was basically, you still had to try and be and live, but also at the same time take care of your well-being and everything else in between. So yeah, it had some, like, we did manage to curb it for quite some time. We actually had 0 cases of COVID for like a good 6 months. And yeah. Oh, Auntie, are you there?
I don't know why these people call my phone when they know what I got going on. Okay. It pisses me off. And when I get them on the line, believe me, see, because I blesses people out. I don't understand. They know I'm live. If the ones who call it is all my people, like, child, I give everybody for warning. 10 o'clock, I'm going live, you know? But go ahead, Lisa. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead. You said your
No, you're
COVID.
you're all good. Yeah, but yeah, that's what happened with us during COVID. Everything was locked down. We were on full on lockdown for like a
And
whole
you
year.
said you were a central worker. So what did you are an educator?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so I was still working during the pandemic. So was my mum, and so was a couple of other family members. We were still working during the pandemic, so we had to bring all our computers and all our work equipment home, set up tables
Mm.
in our different rooms.
The show must go on, honey. That's what
The
I
show must go
listen.
on,
And when
definitely.
they understand it, baby, one monkey don't stop no show around here, baby. See, the bitch that
Yeah,
I am, you either in or you out. And where
exactly.
did that come from? You either in or you out. What was that? Real Housewife. I mean, not Real Housewife. American Next Top Model.
Oh yes,
You remember them days, American Next Top Model
yep.
days?
And Project Runway.
And Project Runway is you either in or you out. That's
Yep,
who
you
said
either
that.
in or you out.
Yes, you better say it. See, you corrected me because I thought it was American Next Top Model. You either in or you out. That is Project Runway. You're right about that. Reality television. Bravo.
But
Make
yeah.
no sense. I don't understand what is the purpose of keep calling me when you know I'm doing a live. But I'm not gonna do that tonight. Stop it, please. Please.
Exactly. But yeah, it's an
That's the girl
unfortunate
calling, baby,
reality.
the review the live. But listen, I enjoy doing the live. I truly do. Okay, yes. Bye. Cause you see I'm doing a live. Like, are you kidding me? Be nice now. Be nice. What's wrong with these people, niece? But what happened is, I truly enjoy doing a live. I did it for the last couple of shows by myself because my co-host, which is my co-host, is a busy. She's booked and busy as well. So
Hmm.
we're always going to go to what pays the bills. Okay. But
Exactly.
eventually, hopefully, this will pay the bills. But I enjoy coming on here, just talking to the people, keeping it real, having fun, kitchen table talk, and I definitely enjoy talking with you, niece. You are such a support system that I truly do appreciate. And
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate
Likewise.
I appreciate everyone who comes over here and view the lifestyle envy each week. We're not on the regular schedule and stuff, but the top of the year we have so much of stuff going. But for the holidays, we're going to give away. We're going to do a giveaway of $250 for first place. We're going to do 125, second place, and 75, I believe, the third place. But there are rules in order to enter this. We're going to do the drawing right on our on the platform, on one of the shows. And we're for the people. You know what I really been liking, and I'm going to talk about this on Friday. I really like Suki with the good coochie, honey. Suki with the
Oh
good
yes.
coochie been going around getting underprivileged women, and the reason why I say this because I really enjoy seeing people giving back to the community because we
I
all
do
come
too.
from hard times. You understand what I'm saying? No one was
Yeah.
born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Okay, so to see Suki with the good coochie go around from state to state, baby, and take two mothers to the grocery store and get them 4 minutes like shopper sweepstakes. What was that show back in the day? They would go into the grocery store and get a time to fill up a cart. Honey, Suki
Yeah,
don't only give the people a chance to fill up the cart, but she goes and help them load the cart up with different groceries, different snacks, beverages, etc. And I really, really applaud Suki for that because that is a good thing to give back. It's always good to be. God blesses those who blesses others. You understand me?
exactly. And that
Okay.
yeah, and that's also why I'm such a big fan of her. Is she does a lot of people are like, oh, she's R18 and she does these and all these things on her videos, and we're just like, but do you give back to your community though? And that's something that I love about her is that she's
I don't.
always willing to be a helping hand.
Yes, she is. She. Listen, honey. She's for the right. She come with pure heart and good intentions. Even the way she saved Shamar in Atlanta. You know, Shamar been going through his trials and tribulations. Have you been
Yeah,
watching? And she done had the wig put on him, the green wig she took off. She done had it put on him. But at the end of the day, it's about her heart and what she's trying to do. You know, so
yeah,
I'm always going to shout Suki with the good coochie out because Suki with the good coochie is doing a good cause, baby, for the community and giving back. And I
exactly.
like that, you know. So I'm
And ladies,
always
that is
going to
how, and for those ladies that are trying to wonder how do you get good coochie, you
well, good
give back.
coochie, baby. Good coochie got Suki where she at, honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't
So
nothing wrong with it.
if you give if you give back to your community,
That's right. That's right. What if
God will
that,
bless you
that's
with
I
everything you
always
wish
believe
for.
that when the good Lord bless you, you should always bless others. And my sister is going on, my older sister is going on her fourth annual Christmas party. She gives back to the unfortunate kids of the community and all of us small black businesses. Instead, like I have a 360 photo booth that I donate to the cause, along with, you know, we might give a few dollars for some of the gifts that she buys. But listen,
Yeah,
this girl last year outdid herself. So I told her this year, I said, girl, well, what is she going to do? It's this air. Excuse me, I don't mean to keep wiping my face and different things like that. But
that's
anyway,
all good.
um, my sister, what she does is she gives back to the unfortunate in the community. And listen, last year it was just so fabulous that it was just like, you know, where we came from, it is such a great thing. Like my sister has such a beautiful I tells her each year she's the GOAT, honey, because she raises all this money and I'm talking about she gave away TVs, scooters, bikes. I'm not talking about no little Dow gifts or no little Dollar General gifts, honey. She went above and beyond, and that's what her business is called, Above and Beyond. She's a party planner, and she's a party planner that is very detailed. You know, she loves to do details. She has a giving heart. She's a beautiful person, and she gives this Christmas party each year that it just melts my heart every year to see them kids running around receiving these gifts from my sister. This one lady was from the Board of Education that I picked up a gig and I had to do contracts and etc. for the Board of Education to come into the school system with my 360 photo booth. But my point is, there is always a blessing behind a blessing. You understand me? Okay. If you come in and doing the right thing and
Exactly,
got a pure heart to do the right thing, honey, you go win. You go win. I'm telling you. And I love that. It's giving season right now. Thanksgiving is approaching, Christmas is approaching, a New Year's approaching to be thankful for. So these are your blessings. And give to others, you know? Give to others. And I love what Suki doing. I really do.
I agree. And so it's just so amazing to see what she is doing. With everything that she has and all the popularity she's getting, and even with all the with all the earnings that she's making from all the music she's releasing. So yeah,
Right. And she's making that. But if you notice, Suki, the likes of Krishan, like them girls live real lives. You understand what I'm saying? And them girls are so humble and so grateful and so thankful, even though the person you see on television, that 15 minutes of editing to make them such a villain, a bully, a bad person, that's not who they truly are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That is not who they truly are as people. You know, and I
Exactly.
always like that. I told my co-host, I said we're going to do, because I just always believe in giving to the unfortunate, and I am still the unfortunate. It ain't like we got all this and all that, honey. Okay, let's just clarify that. I don't never perpetrate to be anything other than I am, but
Mm.
who I am. Okay, but we're always, you can bless a person. You can be in the store. I always do a Family Dollar somewhere. I go in there, somebody, the person at the counter, and they scraping up change. I'll be like, just put it on my bill. Don't worry. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. You understand what I'm saying? But if
Yeah.
I got it, I'm gonna help the unfortunate and the misfortune. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
So how's everything with you? Is anything you wanted to clear on the topics? Did you want to talk about anything Nene Nation you seen online? Cause she been quiet lately.
Yeah, and I
She
think
ain't even post
maybe,
on YouTube.
yeah, exactly. I wonder if, I think she's probably, doing her things behind the scenes to make things happen. And
Right,
and I just want her to win, so I'm just like, I want her to come out when she's ready. I'm not I'm not that type of person to be like, hurry up and come out, we want to see you.
right. Give
Like,
her
just come
time.
out when you're, yeah, shock the world. Because
So
I love
you
to
know what
shock
I want
people.
to ask you, niece? I don't mean to cut you off. I'm going to grab some ice,
All
but I'm
good.
I'm gonna leave this here for you to go ahead and tell the viewers. What do you think about the Bethany reckoning with Nene Leakes?
I've, and like I
I'm gonna
told you,
grab
I've
some
always
ice while you
been
telling the viewers. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab ice, but go ahead. I
all
hear you,
good,
baby.
all good. Well, look, I've never been a big fan of Bethany. I find her, really annoying, and I find her really quite a narcissistic type of person. But I do think what she's doing with Nini is probably a good thing. And yeah, I think when you said, if they both can use each other for a come up to, because Bethany is, I have to say it, Bethany is using Nini because in a way it's sort of enabling Bethany to be like, oh yes, look, I've got someone that agrees with me here. But I want Nini to use Bethany too, and be use Bethany as much as she can to get back to what she deserves.
Right,
So yeah, I'm still ears open, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they both create together.
right. So you think it's a good or bad thing that she collaborate with Bethany?
I don't really think so. I think in a way it's a 50-50. I think as long as Nini gets something out of it,
Right.
that's what I'm here for.
It's
If
beneficial to
Nini
her.
gets, yeah, anything that's beneficial to her, and if it's beneficial to her, that's what makes me, happy, because at least it's giving her some form of opportunity to do things, to
Right,
really claw back, because when you are blacklisted, it's never a good thing.
right.
And
But
especially
she
because,
was blacklisted on false pretense.
exactly, especially when you are blacklisted listed on false pretense, and you're blacklisted because your former manager has a personal vendetta against you, aka
Right.
Mr. Cokehead, as we like to call him. Actually, speaking of which, I don't know if I still. Oh yes, I still have the picture.
Picture.
This is Andy Cokehead's alleged naked photo.
Well, listen. All of this is allegedly, honey, because I don't want to get my
Alleged.
channel shut down. One
No,
thing
we
about it,
don't. That's
listen, they don't understand the Nene Nation. The Nene Nation is no fucking joke. Do you understand me? Honey. Nene had fans around this world that is no joke. Okay. But this what I
Exactly.
want to say to you, niece, is that when you said that this is my opinion about the Bethany Reckoning. The Bethany Reckoning is something to be reckoned. Okay. I
Yeah.
feel like I am appreciative that Bethany did step up. I understand Bethany position and how she operates. Okay. And
Yeah.
I said to feed her with a long spoon, but I don't care about feeding her with a long spoon because long as she make Nene whole and get Nene point across, I'm down for it. Because Nene
Yeah.
have been through so much for so long, like they have disrespected this woman on so much and so many platforms that it is ungodly that she is still standing. Okay.
Exactly. And not only just that, and the fact that there's quite a few content creators who have been very disrespectful in their opinion
Yes, they
towards
have.
Nini. Very disrespectful. And it's like, especially the Candyman stands, or as I call
Yes.
them, the dirty dungeon defenders. Um, that 1 minute they're like, well, Nini deserved all of it. That's what happens when she goes out and be arrogant and blah blah blah. And then next minute, now they're preaching the same word that Nini's been preaching about, the double standards in Bravo because their queen is not getting what they
Right.
think she should get. And it's
Well,
just
she
like,
ain't get.
well,
Listen, when you sell your, let me tell you something, niece. I'm sorry. Please hold your thought because I want you to finish what you said. But let me
yeah,
just
yeah,
say this: a rebuttal on what you said. When you sell yourself, honey, let me tell you something. The people is never for you. Okay, they for you at the moment to get rid of what they can't do. You understand what I'm saying to you? So they it's called they come, they destroy, they steal, and they divide. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying to you? They
divide and
turn
conquer.
our own people against each other for the benefit of themselves. Okay? As you see,
Exactly.
they use them to get rid of Nene. Now none of them have no contract. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has
Exactly.
a renewed contract right now because you know why? They did the dirty work for the
Yep.
master. Okay?
They did.
And this is just the truth. You gotta call a spade when it's a spade. You understand what I'm saying to you? The truth of the
Yeah.
matter is the master, Andy Cohen, allegedly, let me quote all of this as allegedly, used the girls, they turned Nene loved this Cynthia so bad that she is still grieving their relationship. Because a relationship
Yep.
amongst a friendship is just like a divorce, someone passed along, someone
Mm-hmm.
friends love each other just like you love your significant other. Okay. I have to experience it. We're dealing with people that I had thought was my real, genuine friends was really the bitch that was putting a knife in my back and turning that motherfucker. You understand me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's where real bitches do real things was birth. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Because real bitches do real things was birth when these crab ass, cutthroat ass people was trying so hard to see when God got your best interest and you got a praying mama, praying grandmother, praying family members, etc. Honey, what the devil got coming for you, you will rebuke that shit. And people will reveal their true self. And when they show you their true self, honey, you got to believe that shit. And don't matter how much you love them, honey, you got to cut them motherfuckers off. Because the next chance you give them, they gonna put your ass 6 feet under. Okay? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
understand the lesson. That's what life is about. I keep saying it. When life teach you this lesson, baby, you gotta take a heed to what the lesson is being taught to you and apply it to your daily living. And you will get over that shit. You will get over it.
You will.
You will get over it. And life must go on.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
And
I'm
so,
always gonna
yeah.
preach the truth. Niece, I'm always gonna preach the truth. I didn't live the life, I didn't experience things in life. I just thank God, baby, I came through on the other side, baby, with a strong, strong, well-being of living. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a powder puff my face on that, baby.
Yes. But yeah, it is. It is. I'm just happy that Nini has somebody that she can, talk with about, about things, and actually is
Okay.
allowing her voice to be spoken. And I hope this, fruits into something more beneficial for both parties. And it's
Yes,
very.
niece. Go ahead, speak your truth, honey. I love talking to you, niece. We got. I'm gonna take
Thank
it.
you.
We're gonna close it out in about 5 to 10 more minutes. We 2 hours in.
Yes,
We gonna go 2 hours and 15. We got 15 minutes to close it out because I really enjoy talking to you, niece, from New Zealand. I really appreciate you being. I'm not gonna call you a fan. You as a family member of the squad, baby. The squad is so deep and personal that I love y'all. You understand what I'm saying? We all here together. That's why I said you got any business that you want to promote over there in New Zealand, honey, use this platform because we go one together. You understand me?
I will do.
Okay, there's
Thank
no
you.
cost, honey, for promotions over here because you know why? You allow this one to promote, you allow this one to promote, the blessing go come in the aftermath. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what you got going on, honey? You a tutoring after hours. What you got going on? Always promote yourself.
Will do.
Because if you don't get to the dollar, they ain't gonna give it to you.
Exactly. Exactly. But no, I
Did you
just wanted
enjoy
to
the show
round it off.
tonight, niece?
I did, and I think we had a really cool, we had a really good conversation about all the different topics. And
Yes, because we identify with each other, and we need to
exactly,
support one another, and be a helping hand to one another when it's needed. Okay. You
exactly,
always got your best supporters is gonna be a person you ain't never met a day in your life. Cause everybody you sit at the table with, baby, gonna turn their nose and throw a dart at you. Believe me when I tell you. And I'm gonna
exactly.
refresh my lipstick on that.
Well, I'm gonna drop down so you can do your outro, Auntie. I think I've said everything I need to say.
Yeah, well,
But thank you so
we'll be
much
back
for.
on. We'll be back on this week and World Cup because I was going to review Basketball Wise, but unfortunately, I did not review Basketball Wise because it comes on between 9 and 10, and I'm trying to bring the show available to people at a decent hour because we're on
Exactly,
Monday nights and people are in the bed. This is the top of the week. The week is just getting
exactly,
started.
exactly,
So what
exactly.
else you want to say, niece? I told you we got 15 more minutes. We're gonna close out at 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I enjoy talking to you. I want you to
I
always
do too.
understand that.
I do too. I just wanted to say thank you for having me on, and yeah, I totally agree with your thoughts on everything tonight. It was I totally agree with all of them, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So I'm just gonna drop down and be in the chat.
Okay. Well, I love you, niece, and you have a blessed evening. And we'll
You too,
touch back
Auntie.
on the weekend.
All right. You too.
Okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
close it out.
Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. I just want to say thank you all for viewing and being a viewership of Lifestyle Envy. You know, I drink my good cold water on the rocks and have a good time with all of y'all. Each time that y'all come in and patronize and support Lifestyle Envy, I am truly appreciative of it. Not only am I truly appreciative, but if you have any type of small business, you have anything you got going on, please feel free to acknowledge yourself and support yourself over here. That's what this platform is for all of us to become better people together. As one, I say my this at my job, this one team leader say one band, one sound, and I love what she say that because the thing is unity. You have to start moving into unity, love, and respect for one another, no matter who you are, who you is, and what you choose to be in life. Life is a curveball. You stand 10 toes down, baby, and put an H on your chest and handle it as it comes to you. Okay? Because the devil is not even disguised any longer. With that being said, is there anything that you all would like to type, comment, or say before it's over with? Because I really enjoyed myself. This is the highlight of my week. Is coming here to Lifestyle Envy Weekly and speaking to everyone. Okay, the more that I come, the more that I am comfortable with being personal to and vulnerable with myself and what I'm dealing with because I want everybody to know is that it is a light at the end of the tunnel. Believe me, I'd have been in places, mindsets, and everything where no one have ever been. But through the grace of God, baby, I was able to come through, pull through, and stand 10 toes down and continue to be the realest bitch of them all. Okay? Because I am a firm believer in real bitches do real things. I'm going to go ahead and close this conversation out. Thank you all, and we'll see you again next week. Good night.